your password?
It's long. 9 seconds. Where's my face? Oh my god, I freaking think I can do this. I think once you're live, you're good.
Yeah, I just didn't click it yet.
I'm not doing here.
All right, Chan-Woo, you are good to go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Chan here from TrueAP. Today we're going to be going over some linear speed, but for the first 5 minutes here, I'm going to go over some equipment you will need and also some mobility routine to get us started before our warm-up. All right. So all you're going to need today is about 4 to 6 objects that are about 9 to 12 inches tall. Okay, as you can see, we have our lovely hurdles right here. We'll be using these today. If you do not have hurdles at home, which I assume most of you guys do not, you can always use cones, water bottles, whatever that's kind of about 9 to 12 inches tall should work. Okay, but first we're going to go over some foam rolling. All right, to get us started before our warm up. All right, so we're just going to go over our hamstrings and our quads first. But if you do want a full foam rolling routine, we do have that. We can leave a link down below to get everything. All right, but just for today, we're just gonna go over our hamstring and quads. So again, I know some people like to do, all right, one leg over top. I like doing one leg just on the foam roller and the one leg out to the side, so I can kind of gauge how much pressure I'm putting on that muscle. Okay, so again, we're gonna go for about 15 to 20 seconds on each muscle group, going back and forth. If you're super sore, all right, try to sit on that spot for a little bit if you feel it in a particular spot. Good, and then we'll switch over to the other side. Once that left hamstring. Good, all right. And this is where most of you guys will start kind of feeling it, is that quad. Okay, so again, I know some people like to go both legs at the same time. I'm just gonna start with my right leg, have my left leg out to the side. Yeah, and you can also point that toe to the left or the right in different parts of the quad. Again, if you want to know a full foam rolling routine, we will leave a link down below for you guys to check out. And then go on that left side. Good. All right, so yeah, Aaron's telling me to talk more a little bit. Okay, still kind of new at this. All right, but so we were going to go over our thoracic mobility routine now. Okay, we're going to do something different. Instead of an overhead squat here, okay, we want to work a little bit more rotation on that thoracic mobility. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on all fours. So you guys seen us do this on our cool downs before, but we also do it in the beginning as a mobility routine before our warm up. Okay, so we're going to be on all fours here. I'll face the side for you guys. Okay, make sure the knees are right below the hips, arms are right below the shoulders. Okay, we're gonna start with that right hand on top of the head. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring that right arm to the left elbow, elbow to elbow, and now I'm gonna open all the way up. All right, get my elbow to the ceiling. Again, hold for about a second or two at the bottom and at the top.
Jan's pretty stiff.
Oh yeah, I got a little bit more. Good. Once you get about 3 to 4 reps, all right, on that right side, we can go to the left side and do the same thing. Again, I'll face the side for you guys. So I'm gonna put my left hand on my head and go elbow to elbow. All right, I'm gonna open up, get my elbow to the ceiling. Ready, and you can start on your own. All right, make sure we hold for about a second or two at the bottom and at the top.
Guys, make sure you notice that Chan's hips are not moving at all. When he comes up, he's just rotating at that thoracic spine. All right, he's making sure to isolate that middle of the spine. All right, so the hips aren't going anywhere. The knees are staying right underneath the hips. All right, he's trying to get full twist right from the middle of that back and not throughout the entire body. Do one incorrectly for me real quick, Chan, where he comes up. All right, if he comes up and his hips come up, all right, start turning, knee comes up off the ground, whatever it is, we want to try to make sure we're isolating and not moving those hips at all. All right, guys, it is 12 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so hopefully everybody's ready. You got some space laid out for yourself. All right, like I said, today we're going to be working on some linear speed, okay? Today's is going to be a little bit more on top end speed. Last week we worked on some acceleration, so if you want to go back and look at those to make sure that you're practicing your acceleration, please do. All right, it's a fantastic thing to be able to do, is acceleration and top end speed. So we want to make sure that we're hitting both of those for you guys early on, so that you have all the tools that you need in order to be fast throughout your entire run and not just the beginning or the end. So go back and watch the acceleration if you need to. All right, it is up on YouTube and on Facebook. Okay, so that being said, we're going to get into our warm-up. All right, so we are going to start, okay, with our stretches. All right, so again, go into that quad stretch. Everybody up with the right leg. All right, coming up with the left arm. Okay, reaching up nice and high, 3-second hold. We're going to come right around to that knee hug, so right leg in front there. All right, hug it in to the chest, keep that toe up. And switch to the other side, left leg and up. Around to the front and hold. Make sure you're hugging it in with those biceps, you're not leaning back. And switch. We'll go to the side real quick, okay? Same thing. All right, trying to keep a straight line, keep your knee pointing straight down towards the ground. All right, over to the front. All right, we're hugging in with our arms are bent. All right, we're not just leaning back, okay? You gotta hug it in, good. Switch back to the left, and up. Round to the front, and hug. Good, and switch. Right leg up. Round to the front. And switch. Round to the front. And hug. That toe up. And down, good. All right, this time we're going for a leg cradle. I want your right leg is gonna go across onto your knee. It's gonna be a little bit harder today. If you guys wanna stick to this one when you pull up on the ankle, press down on the knee, please do so, all right? But this time we're gonna go for this one. We're sitting down into it, nice and low, keeping that balance. 3-second hold and back up. Make sure you're keeping your back straight on these as well. Left leg and down, keeping that chest up, all right? Still good posture in the upper body. And switch, and down. Switch, down. Remember, 3 seconds once you get to that hold. Good, one more time on each side. Down. Woo. 2nd hold at the bottom. And switch, last one on the left. 2nd hold at the bottom. Good, all right, now we're gonna go to those toe scoops, all right? Remember, okay, Chan, you wanna give me a side view, okay? All right, we are making sure that toe is up, leg stays straight, we're keeping that back flat, so watch his posture. All right, so as we come down, 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and back up. Switching the other leg, same thing, down, 1, 2, 3. If you're keeping your back curved, you're not gonna feel this as well, all right? Right leg down, 1, 2, 3. Good, switch, down, 1, 2, 3, good. One more time on each side, down, 1, 2, 3, and left, down, 1, 2, 3, good. Last one is gonna be that side lunge, all right? So, side view for me, Chan. All right, we're gonna go out to the right leg. We're coming down, all right, keeping that knee, all right, and foot. The right leg is gonna be underneath of our right hip. Back leg is straight. Switch, keeping that chest up, keeping our hands off our knees, switch, and switch, one more time on each side, switch, and switch, and relax. Fantastic. All right, guys, getting into our movement a little bit, okay? We're gonna be doing a lot of these things in our actual workout today. All right, so it's important that we warm these up correctly, okay? So we're gonna start with that march, all right, and then head into the skip immediately, all right? So we're starting with that march. Remember that foot comes out in front. We're coming down, we're gonna stay on the ball of our foot, all right? So start with that march in place. Go ahead, Shannon, facing forward. Okay, we're marching in place. And we're gonna start moving right now. You're just in place using those arms, keeping that posture up tall. You're not hunching your back in order to get that knee up, all right? Stay tall, and then we're adding a skip. You're diving down into the ground, keeping that foot up in front still. And relax, good. We're going to that straight leg march. Same thing, all right? Except with that leg straight. So everybody start in place, keeping that march. Back stays straight, leg stays straight. We don't want to see a hunch or a bend as we're doing it, all right? We're staying nice, tall, and straight. And add that skip into it. Up and down quick. And relax. Good. This time we're going high knees. Alright? Go ahead and start high knees. Ready to go. Alright? You see with Chan, he's getting the knees up all the way to the hips. I don't want you guys slacking on this and coming only halfway up. Alright, we're getting a lot of reps. We're keeping them all the way up. Good. Relax. This time we're going to butt kicks. I want full contact. Alright, in the back. Okay, turn sideways for me, Chan. Ready to go. Alright, so again, the knees stay facing down. All right, we're getting a lot of movement back there. Those hamstrings are working hard. And relax, we're gonna add in a third one today, which is a combination of both. We're gonna be using this in the workout, all right? It is a high knee butt kick, all right? So Chin, go ahead and start in place. As soon as you guys see what you're doing here, all right, knees are coming up this time while the heels come up and make contact at the same time. So jump in, go ahead and start, all right? Try to get that motion down, okay? This is gonna be great for our leg motion later on. And relax, good. All right. Now we're going to go into a little bit of side-to-side motion, okay? Chan, let me set up your cones for you so you know where to stop. You know Chan gets lost sometimes. Woo! All right, little side-to-side motion here. Okay, Chan's going to start over on the left side. Remember guys, in our shuffle, all right, this is really important for your athletic movement. In your shuffle, we need to make sure we're getting power from the correct leg, okay? When he's on this side, he's moving to the right. All right, he needs to make sure he's getting power out of that back leg. He's pushing with the left leg, all right, not pulling forward, all right, with that front leg. Okay, so starting nice and low, all right, down and back. Ready, go. Cross, bounce, right back. Ready, go. Cross, bounce, right back. Ready, go. Cross, bounce, and right back. Good. Chan, go ahead and start over here on this side now. Same thing. Ready, and go. Cross, bounce, right back. Ready, go. Cross, and good bounce. Ready, go. Last one. And back. Good. Now we're going to go to that karaoke. All right, moving side to side with the karaoke. We're going quick steps first. All right, so Chan, ready, and go. Quick steps, big hip turns as we're moving across. We get to this side, boom, going right back. We're going to do that one more time. Ready, go. All right, keeping that core nice and tight so we're engaging the core. This is activation for the core, all right? Let's go one more time for good measure. All right, what do you think, Chan? Ready, go. Good, good hip turns right across and back. Fantastic. All right, guys, remember the last thing we're doing is what we call neural activation. We need to make sure we are dropping fast, all right, into that ready position, okay? So this is great to be able to wake up the legs, all right? Wake up all the neurons in the legs, get them firing quickly, all right? Are we ready? Feet together and hands up, dropping quick to that ready position. Ready? Drop. Good, back up. Ready? Drop. Back up. Ready? Drop. Back up. Ready? Drop. Back up. Good. Adding in that rapid fire on my cue. Remember, drop. We're holding on that ready position. When I say fire, I want to see both feet moving quick. Make sure we're getting off the ground. We're not just shaking on the feet, all right? Make sure we're actually coming off the ground. All right, ready? Feet together, hands up, and drop. Fire. And the feet off the ground, moving quick, relax. Good. All right, only about 2 to 3 seconds on those, all right? We don't want to exhaust ourselves. We just want to activate. Ready? And drop. Fire. Quick feet, relax. Good. All right, guys, that is it for our warm-up, all right? I hope you guys are moving and maybe even a little bit warmer right now, all right? So, again, I want to just reemphasize what we need for today, all right? One thing is going to be that space, all right? Space is kind of important. If you don't have a 10 by 10 space right now, that's okay. What I really need is maybe 10 feet or so, all right? So we need some length, okay? If you guys are in the middle of your couch and the TV, whatever it is, all right? Make sure you have some length, all right? Some space to move, all right? And then those objects that you need, all right? 4 to 6 objects, somewhere around 9 to 12 inches or so. All right, so what we are going to do first is actually work without those objects. All right, we're going to work in place / moving. If you have space to move, all right, we're going to do that, use that space. All right, but if you don't have any space, if you are cramped in right now, that's fine. We have stuff for you to do. We're going to do the same stuff in place, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to practice leg motions that we need, all right, to 1, activate, and 2, learn how to move our legs better at top end speed. All right, now there's one thing that we do when we are at top end speeds, what we call recycling. All right, it's when the leg, after it pushes off, what does it do? Does it come all the way up here to touch your back? All right, does it not do anything and come straight back to the front? No, that is a little bit more acceleration. We want to make sure that it gets about midway, comes around, and it gets right back through. So we're going to make sure all the muscles, all that movement, all right, is trained correctly, all right, and then we use good motions to train those muscles in that pattern, okay? So what we're going to do first, Chan, go ahead and face sideways, all right, is we're going to do just regular butt kicks like we were doing before, but I want you guys to emphasize keeping those knees facing down towards the ground, all right, and keeping that vertical from the chest, all right, all the way through the knees, keeping a straight line, all right, and just getting those feet up, all right? Now, we're not looking for as fast as possible here. We're looking for good motion, good isolated motion, all right? So if you have space, which we do have a little bit of space, so Chan, go ahead, back up to that cone for me, all right? If you have space, all right, you're gonna use that space, all right, to move, okay? But if you do not have space, we're gonna do about 20 seconds or so, all right? All right, so taking your time going across, ready, in place, all right? Everybody butt kicks in place. All right, get those knees all the way up, knees down a little bit. Sorry, feet all the way up, heels up in the back, ready to go. Moving forward. All right, let's use those arms. Make sure we're swinging from the shoulders. All right, all the way across, and good, good. All right, turning around, same thing, coming back. Okay, make sure we're keeping those knees down, ready, in place. Those knees down, getting those heels up, and go. Moving across. Get a lot of those motions. Make sure those hamstrings are working hard right now. Strengthening them to make them quicker. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times, all right? So make sure that you are moving quick, all right, with the feet, but not moving quickly, all right, across. All right, let's get a lot of reps on these. All right, ready? And in place. And go. Moving slow, good. Get a lot of reps. Move those arms, Good, all the way across and good. All right, now one thing I got to correct Chan on right now, all right, is his arm movement. If you guys notice, he's a little stiff in his arms. This is the bodybuilder problems, right? When you do too much bodybuilding, you can't move a lot. We want a little bit more motion. We want to make sure that the elbows come to the front and to the back, all right? We need at least that motion right there. We don't want to just stay behind ourselves, all right? So get that full motion in. All right, everybody ready? Going again. In place. Those arms in front a little bit, Chan. Better, ready, go. Moving forward. Good, all the way across, and relax. Fantastic job. All right, guys, so hopefully your hamstrings are feeling a little bit right now, all right? We're gonna move on to the next one, all right, is what we did earlier, is combine high knees and butt kicks, all right? This is, again, how we are going to recycle. When we push off with our foot, we need to make sure that that foot can tuck underneath so they can get around to the front quickly so that we can get another pull all the way through, which is we're gonna go over next, all right, is that front end action. But right now, we're working on that back end action, where that foot comes up in the back, all right, and then the knee comes up at the same time. So we're going to work on that high knee / butt kick, all right, at the same time, and make sure that we can tuck that heel in underneath of our hips quickly, all right? So we're doing the same thing, but with a high knee butt kick, all right? So everybody starting in place. Good, getting that heel all the way up, getting those knees up high, still ready to go. Moving across, get those heels up, Chan, good. Not bad, not bad. And relax, good. So again, you see his heels making contact with the hips back there, but at the same time he's getting those knees pretty high up in the front as well. All right, so we're doing the same thing again, guys, same thing again. All right, ready, in place. Getting up quick, and go. Good, fantastic job, all right? So I'm going to give Chan 2 seconds of rest right here. All right, the arms are still looking pretty good, guys. We need to make sure those arms are still moving. A lot of people focus so much on their legs during this, all right, that they lose the arms. We want to ingrain both of them together. All right, so let's make sure we get both of those at the same time. All right, quick shout out to Misha. Misha, hopefully you're doing well, man. All right, me and Chan miss you right now, man. I wish I could work with you right now. All right, fantastic job at home. All right, make sure you're working hard and taking some video of it.
What's up, Jason?
South Lakes, absolutely, they need this speed workout, right? Jason, I hope you're getting those heels all the way up, right, to those cheeks, bud. All right, 2 more times, 2 more times. All right, ready? In place. Getting those heels all the way up. Ready to go. Moving across. Fantastic job. Keeping those arms moving and those hips. Good. And relax. All right, again, we want to get all the way up to that spot right there. All right, practicing that motion so that we can do that when we are in our full speed sprint at the same time, okay? All right, same thing again. Ready. In place. Get all the way up, all the way up. Ready, go. Tuck those heels in the back. Put them up. Good, and relax. Fantastic job. So guys, a lot of times we get tired on these, all right? Biggest thing that's gonna happen is those heels want to stop coming up. All right, when you practice these, that's the main focus, is making sure that you can cycle those heels correctly, all right? But we're gonna move on now, all right, to the front end action, okay? So we were just working on that recycler, that back end movement, either here to here, right? Being able to get that foot up in the back, all right, so that it's not swinging up too high. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next one, all right, and that is going to be those A skips, okay? So the A skips are working on getting our legs out in front and making sure that we're putting power down hard, all right? So it's the same thing we're doing in warm-up. This is why we do it in warm-up, all right? So we can keep everything moving, okay? So what we want to do here, all right, is again, all right, the foot needs to come out in front, all right, and move backwards and down as it comes down, all right? But we want to see the power coming down. This is what makes it a skip, is when we drive down, it gives us that pop, all right? So Chan's going to give us an A skip, all right? What we want to see is a little bit of height on this and full extension from the leg. All right, so everybody pay attention. All right, make sure you're doing this well. Ready? A skip in place. Getting that leg up in front. All right, popping, ready, go. Try to get a little bit more height, Chan. A little bit more height for me. Good. Driving hard down to the ground so we get that up there. Hey, Revolution Volleyball Club, all right? Hopefully you guys are working hard on this. I know you guys need some top end speed. All right, you guys don't get to work on that very much. All right, same thing going back again. All right, ready? A skip in place. Driving down hard, ready to go. Moving forward, good arm action still. Good drive on the way down. Guys, I want you to focus on that power. Remember, we're staying solely on the ball of the foot right now, all right, to make sure that we get that quick pop out of that calf muscle, okay? We drive down hard, we get a little bit of that pop, all right? It's gonna give us more power in our sprint, okay? So we need to make sure we're driving down hard, getting that good pop. So, same thing again, all right? I want you guys to focus on that power down. Hopefully, if you're inside, you can really hear your foot hitting that floor hard, all right? Ready? All right, in place. Punch, punch, ready, go. Punching that ground hard, back and down, good. So notice Chan has really good motion going back and down, not necessarily just down. All right, I have a feeling some people at home are getting a little bit of this, all right, where the foot's coming up underneath and they're just pushing down. We want to make sure that we get that foot out in front. When you run, you don't run to right here and then punch right down. When that foot comes out in front, all right, so that's what we want to see right here, is that foot's coming out in front so we can move backwards. One more time on that A skip. Ready, in place. Punch, 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 and go. Moving forward, looking good. Great arms. Fantastic job. All right, guys, next thing we're going to work on is what we call B skips. B skips are the key to running fast, all right? These are going to work on the actual motion of your leg, all right, and what it's going to look like, exactly like what it's going to look like when you're at top speed, all right? So what we're going to work on here is, instead of just punching down and back, we're going to get a little bit more of a curved motion as we come down, all right, so we can make that cycling motion, all right? So like we said before, we get that butt kick, all right, we get that high knee butt kick, all right, we got the A skip, and now we're getting that B skip motion where we're going to extend our leg as it comes down so that we can stay tall in our sprint. We don't want to be down low here when we're at top end speed. We want to make sure we are here and we get that full curve motion as we're hitting the ground, all right? So we're going to do a B skip, all right? Now, number one thing I know Chan's not great at, all right, he kicks out a little bit too much. We want to make sure that we're not whipping our foot out in the front, all right, is that we're getting our leg here and then it's extending as we're going down, all right? So, just got to remind you of that, Chan. All right, we ready? All right, let's try it, guys. Ready? B skip in place. And go. Moving forward. Not bad, not bad. So Chan's got a couple to get out of hand, all right? It's the same thing that's probably happened with you at home. This is something that really takes practice to get down well. All right, Chan's watching his replay right now. How did it look, Chan?
We got a little bit better work to do.
Got a little bit of work to do, all right? All right, so we're gonna do the same thing again, all right? Again, making sure, all right, that we're staying popping up on those feet, all right? And we get that extension as we come down and back. All right, ready? B skip in place. And go. Good, fantastic job. Guys, by the way, if you're outside doing this, a fantastic thing to do at this point, all right, is add in a sprint out as well. All right, we're gonna do that on the next drill even more. But if you guys want to try a full speed sprint after you work on some of these motions, all right, you are trying to do exactly what you're doing in this skip, in this B-skip motion. We're going to try to do that at full speed as well, is get that leg out in front, make sure it gets to this point before it comes down and through to get that power, okay? So if you have the time and the space, all right, make sure that you get that motion down and through, okay? All right, we're going 2 more times on that B-skip chain. Ready? All right, and in place, and go. So we're getting that leg straight as it hits the ground. Stay tall. Good, not bad. We'll get a little bit of that whipping motion out in front, all right, but not too bad at all. All right, one more time, coming back. One more time, coming back. Everybody ready? Make sure we're staying bouncy on that ball of foot. Ready, and go. A little double motion on each foot, full extension of that leg. Good. Fantastic job, guys. All right. So, hopefully you guys are doing all right now. Chan, not too exhausted. He's sweating a little bit. All right. So this is the form work on this, all right, is super important. So this is not made to be the hardest workout in the world. This is made to be a workout that you do to increase your form, right? Increase the quality of your form. And we need to make sure that we're doing that, all right, with a lot of emphasis on the form and not necessarily as doing it fast, as hard as possible. All right, so we're going to kind of take our time with this and make sure that we're doing it correctly first, all right, and we're adding more speed and power to it as we go along, all right? All right, now, going on to core, Chan's favorite part. We've got our mat here, all right? So we are going to start with a glute bridge, guys, all right? But we're going to add in a little bit of running motion into our glute bridge, okay? So this is going to work on a lot of posterior chain, all right, isometric hold, all right, as well as some good bracing in the core in the front as well, all right? But this is what we're going to do. First thing I want you to do, all right, is bring your toes off the ground. All right, we want to stay just on our heels, okay? And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our hips up, all right, so we have a straight line from the knee all the way to the shoulders. From there, we're going to start into a marching motion. Go ahead and show, Chan. All right, keeping those legs staying bent, all right, we are going to march with that motion, okay? We're going to get a little bit of anti-rotation hold right there, all right, as well as good hip flexor movement at the same time. Go ahead and relax, Chan. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to go for 30 seconds with that march. All right, if you drop at any point, just take a second. All right, recover, bring yourself back up, all right, and get right back into it right away, all right? So we're going 30 seconds on this, all right? 30 seconds on this march. Everybody ready? And up, and march. Good, getting that foot way up in the air, getting those knees towards the face, keeping that knee at 90 degrees. Keep it moving, guys, keep it moving. Almost there, guys. We got 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Keep it moving. Keep those feet high in the air. Keep those arms out to the side of the brace. And relax. Fantastic job. Woo. How you feeling? You feeling it, Chan?
My hamstrings.
Yeah, the hamstrings are hurting right now. But
everything.
You got great activation in this as long as you're keeping everything nice and tight. Good holds. All right, we're going to have fantastic movement here, okay? All right, next one we're going to, all right, is our elbow taps, okay? So Chan's going to come over to his push-up position, all right? And what we're going to do, all right, is a little bit more anti-rotation training here. What we're going to do is pick up, go ahead and turn. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do is from push-up position, we're going to pick up one hand, come over and touch our opposite elbow. All right, now notice Chan has his feet a little wide. We're going to make a nice triangle with one hand and 2 feet here. All right, so that's what we want to have as a solid base here. All right, if your feet are too close together, when you go up on one hand, you're basically just bouncing and you're going to have to turn. But notice what happens with Chan's when he comes up, his shoulders stay nice and flat. I could have a full meal right here on his back. It's not going to go anywhere and it's nice and flat. If you keep your feet too close together, all right, we're going to have to rotate, all right, to touch that arm. And we don't want rotation here. This is anti-rotation training right here. So, all right, we're going to get that core nice and braced, back nice and braced. So let's try this out. Everybody ready? All right, we're going to go 20 seconds on this, but we're going to do it twice, all right? 20 seconds. Everybody ready? And go. Slow taps, take your time. I got a lot of athletes sometimes that try to slap and come back down real fast. Take your time, all right? Slow taps. Make sure that you are having to use that core to brace nice and tight, all right? Please take your time on this. Fantastic work right now, though. He's shaking a little bit, guys. It's working. And relax. Good. We're going to go one more of those. Everybody take a couple deep breaths through the stomach. All right. Deep breaths in general. All right. We want to make sure that we get a lot of oxygen to these muscles. They're working hard right now. Okay. You ready, Chan? All right, we go one more time, guys. If you want to make it a little bit harder on yourself, you bring those feet in just a little bit closer. All right, you're going to have to do a little bit more anti-rotation. All right, and we're ready, and go. Touch, and back down. You want to make it even harder, you can go slower as well. All right, we're still just going for 20 seconds, so we need to make sure we are taking our time on this. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Fantastic job. Ooh. Oh, yes. All right, guys, we got one more that we're going to do. Go ahead and turn sideways again for me, Chin. All right, this one is going to be pikes. All right, we're getting good motion for the hip flexors here. All right, to make sure that they're able to bring that leg back up in front. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to try at the top of the pike to only have one thing touching the ground, and that's going to be the hips, all right, or the butt. All right, in the back, okay? So, legs are going to be out straight, arms are going to be out over top. All right, we're going to try to keep those arms straight, those legs straight. We're coming up with both the arms and legs at the same time, all right, to get that pike in. You don't necessarily have to touch your feet on these, all right, but we're going to try to get as close as possible. Shane, go ahead and show me 2 pikes real quick. Shane, we're going both legs at the same time. Sorry, that's my fault. All right, coming all the way up. All right, trying to get a little bit of speed on it. All right, but that is a pike. It's bringing both legs and arms and body up at the same time, okay? So, making sure we can get up there nice and quick, all right? Now, I'm gonna leave this to you guys. We're gonna do 12 reps. I'm not gonna time this one. I wanna see 12 reps, all right? But I wanna try to get up quick, all right? And try to get those legs and those arms together at the top, all right? So, we're going for 12 reps. Everybody ready? And go. Go all the way up for me. Good, try to reach for those toes. Come on, Chan, you got long arms and short legs. Get them up there. Come on. Good. Good. Go ahead and finish those 12 up, guys. Hope you guys are almost there. All right. We're going to go one more round to 12. Huh?
I got to work on my flexibility.
Yeah, he's got to work on his flexibility a little bit. His hip mobility isn't where it needs to be, but we're going to do a little bit of hip mobility here at the end for cool down as well, so we'll help you out with that, Chan. All right. We're going one more time here, guys. One more time here. 12 reps. 12 reps. All right, ready? And go. Coming all the way up, keeping that core tight. All right, make sure you breathe during this. Chan likes to hold his breath. I just heard his breath come out, all right? Make sure you are breathing during this. Keep it moving. All right, try to get up as high as you can. Fantastic job. And 12, fantastic. Guys, go ahead and finish up your 12 reps. Once you're done with those, all right, we're gonna move on to our hurdle cycle drill. All right, so, Dan's gonna put that away as he does that. Move these cones. Great time right now to get some water as well. All right, when you get some water, make sure you also have some of those objects, all right, ready. Because we're gonna do some of these hurdle cycles, and these are gonna be kind of specific to set up. All right, so what I'm doing here is I want to put somewhere close to about 2 feet or so, all right, in between each object, all right? Now the main thing we want to do here, all right, is set this up for the person using them, okay? So for someone who's much shorter, all right, someone who's much smaller right now, all right, maybe 1.5 feet or so, okay? And hopefully you have somewhere more around those 9-inch objects, okay? For someone who's a little bit taller, all right, maybe you give yourself 2 to 2.5 feet on these. All right, this is a drill that is fantastic to play around with a little bit, all right, so that you can do different moves on. Okay, so I'm setting up 4 hurdles right now, all right, because that's about the space we have or so in the camera shot, all right? But if you have 6 objects at home, please use them, all right? We're just gonna link them all together here, okay? So, this is what we're gonna do, is we are working on the full motion now that we learned earlier. So we did butt kicks, where that foot comes up to the back. Then we did butt kick high knees, where that knee comes up to the front. Then we did an A skip, where that leg stops right here. And then we did a B skip, where that leg comes back around. So all we're doing now is we're using what we call a step over move, all right? In order to get that leg up, around, and over, all right? So that is the move that we're using to get in our top speed. When you're running fast, we want that full motion to come all the way through. All right, so we're using
these hurdles in the way, all right, to challenge that step over motion, okay? So if you guys, I know you guys can't see from the side, this is what it's gonna look like, all right? From this way, we wanna make sure one foot is on the outside and one foot, all right, is going over just the side of the hurdle. We do not wanna be right in the middle of the hurdle or too far outside to where that foot's not even going over top. We want that object to be right underneath of the right hip, all right, so that we go over that object, all right? So make sure you're set up to do that, all right? Chan is gonna start with his right leg because it's his better leg, all right? We wanna make sure we look good for you guys here, okay? So he's gonna start with his right leg. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in a rhythm first. The rhythm is important for this. We wanna make sure that we're staying bouncing the ball of the foot, all right, we're staying nice and tall, and we're getting that leg motion over without the upper body or the regular rest of the body being in bad form at this point, all right? So, Chan, let me show you this first, all right? Make sure that you know how to do it correctly, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start either in a bounce, all right? But I like to start in a little running in place motion here, all right? And what we're going to do is when I say go, you are going to use that step over motion with your leg, all right, to go. So we need to see that high knee, all right, that heel come up in the back, all right, and that motion all the way over top of that hurdle and that backwards movement down into the ground again, okay? So don't rush this, take your time, all right? We're going to go ahead and start on the first rep, all right, so everybody go ahead and set up, right foot over, and go. Moving over, good. So again, Chan's got a little bit of that reach with that foot. We got to try to haul that in a little bit, Chan, all right? So make sure we keep it nice and close, okay? Notice that you're a little too far out in front, okay? All right, so we're going to do the same thing going right back, okay? Still that side over there, Chan, right foot still. Guys, we're going to stick with one leg this whole time, all right? And we'll flop over to the other leg. We want to focus on one leg so we teach that leg how to do it correctly, and we'll switch over, okay? All right, next one, same thing, rhythm again, right leg, and go. Good motion over top, good motion over top, fantastic. All right, so as long as we're keeping that quick motion, we get that rotation motion, almost like you're riding a bike. All right, we're getting some of that motion, that cycling motion. All right, that's how we're going to keep our leg efficient. All right, so make sure the heel's coming up in the back, knees coming up nice and tall, and we get that rotation on the way back down. Okay. All right, next one we're going to go to, all right, is we're going to add in the arms. Okay, because a lot of people think running is only the legs, okay? We have to use our arms, all right? Because it counteracts our leg movement. If we don't have good arm movement, all right, then our legs are going to suffer because of it, all right? So what we're going to do here is make sure that at our peak of our right leg, the right arm is also peaking in the back, all right? So we see that at 90 degrees right here. We should see this up here at 90 degrees at the same time. Big legs, big arms. Big arms, big legs, all right? So we're going to do the same thing, all right, but Chan is going to focus on getting that elbow up in the back and see how his shoulder mobility is. Ready? And go. The elbow up in the back, up in the back. Not too bad, not too bad. All right? So again, Chan got a little less shoulder mobility than some. All right, so he'll watch himself right here. All right, notice that he's not getting all the way up. He's still got a little bit of a curve in the back. We want to see that elbow kind of peak in the back. Now, big thing that happens here is if you don't have good shoulder mobility or you let that arm movement, all right, punch you over into the front, all right, you can start getting this motion right here, that chest falls a little bit. We don't want to see that. We want to try to see that upper body stay in the same spot as we run. If you go and look up videos of Olympic runners, their upper body, their torso is fantastic. It doesn't move at all. All right, it's very still. We want that. All right, we want to make sure those arms move, that upper body does not move. Okay. All right, going the way back, peeking with that right arm. Ready and go. Big motion, good arm at the top. Fantastic job. All right, so we get those arms and legs moving at the same time together. All right, we're going to work on awesome movement there, all right, to help each other, okay? So what we're going to do now, all right, is we're going to make that movement just a little bit faster, okay? So what we're going to do is a snap, is what I call it, all right? And what we want to do is kind of bounce off of the top here and the top here to come right back down. So that's what I call a snap. It's going to come up, bounce off the bottom, come right back down quick. Chan, let's go ahead and show them the snap, all right? Before we start, everybody watch first. All right, so I'm even going to say snap at the top of each one. I want you to think pop right off the top. Okay, ready? Bouncing in place and go, Chin, and snap, 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 snap. Good. So if we have that quick motion where that foot comes up, the elbow comes up, and we can get it right back down fast and under control, all right, we're going to see a lot better motion, all right, and our running, okay? So, Shane, come on back over here. Everybody, we're going to do the same time, all right? Go on that right leg again, all right? Moving arms and legs at the same time, adding that snap, stay up tall, all right? Look forward, ready, bounce into place, and go. Snap, 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 snap. Good. Again, if you got 6 objects at home, fantastic, keep it up. Make sure you're doing all 6 of them, okay? Other side, Chan, still on that right leg, all right? Same thing again, snapping. Now, one thing, real quick, one thing Chan's doing that I wanted to slow down on a little bit is speed through the hurdles. All right, we don't want to see the speed through the hurdles go any faster, okay? We want to see the speed of the leg moving go a little bit faster, okay? So, let's go again. Snap, up and down quick. Ready, bounce into place, and go. Snap, 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 snap. Good. Fantastic job. All right, guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to the left leg. We're going to do the same thing, but on the left leg, all right? Do not change anything about it, all right? We're just making those motions more comfortable for you, okay? Now, as we get into this left leg, again, if you are outside, all right, and you're moving outside, if you have space to sprint out at the end of this, by all means, please do it, all right? Sprint out full speed, take off. After you're done with this, you get up to top speed, and you work on that full motion, okay? But if you're inside right now, just work on the form, just work on the movement. You go outside later on, all right, and get some space and work on this motion, all right? So let's go to that left leg. Again, going right back to rhythm, taking our time, please. Ready, and go. Getting over top, good bounce on each one. All right, don't worry, we're not working the arms yet, Chan. You wouldn't get those arms down, right? All right, going back over here, Chan, come back over here. Left leg, all right, doing the same thing again, guys. Ready, bouncing in place, and go. Good motion, getting that leg all the way up, good. So guys, as we get that rhythm down, again, we want to stay bouncing the feet, all right? You're not focusing too much on that other leg, but if both legs are coming up at the same time, that's fine, all right? But you want to make sure you're working on that step over motion, all right, on each one. Okay, now, as we're going to the next one, we're working on our arms. I want you guys to think about where that object is as you're picking your foot up, okay? As we go over top of this, we want to make sure we're picking our foot up and we're going over top of the hurdle as it's still somewhat in front of us, all right? We don't want to be doing it here where our leg is going to just end up in the back the entire time. We want to make sure that step over motion is happening here, pulling us through and getting back up again, all right, before we get to that next hurdle, okay? All right, so adding those arms now, okay? Left leg up, left arm up in the back. Ready, and go. Up, quick, quick, quick. Good. Fantastic job. Keep that toe in. Keep that toe in, Chan. All right. On the way back again. Elbow all the way up to the top. Knee all the way up to the top. Make sure we get that height. Ready, and go. Up, 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 up. Good. Fantastic motion. All right, guys, so as we get those arms and those legs working together, now we're going to add that snap. All right, we need to be up and down quickly. All right, we want to make sure it's sharp, okay? Pop right from the top to the bottom, all right? We don't want any time where that leg is sitting at the top before it comes down, all right? Because then we are losing steps. We want to see up and down quick, all right? Going again, ready. Bouncing in place, and go. Snap, 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 snap. Good. Great motion. Chest falling just a little bit on Chan right here. All right, we make sure we stay tall. All right, not too bad. All right, just make sure we keep that tall, that nice tall posture up here. Okay. All right, last one on the way back. Ready, bouncing in place, and go. Snap, 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 snap. Good, fantastic job. Now, huge part of this is being able to practice this, so please, 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 all right? Whether it be right after we do this cool down, the hip mobility real quick, if you want to go outside, or if you're already outside, all right, make sure that you're getting some of those sprint outs in, all right? Getting up to top speed, okay? If you don't have room in your backyard, find some space somewhere, please, and try to get that top speed motion in. When we get to that top speed, we can really feel that big leg motion coming all the way through, okay? So we want to work on that, all right? Put that into effect. So we're going to clean these up real quick, all right? And our last thing is going to be a hip mobility drill, all right? Kind of cool down a little bit, all right? So what I want to see, guys, all right, and Nick, can you help me out with this a little bit? All right, this is gonna be kind of tough from this far away. So what we're gonna try to do here, go ahead and grab the camera as well. All right, so what we're gonna try to do here, guys, is give you kind of a little bit of a bird's eye view here. Chan, go ahead and sit down right here for me. Go ahead and sit down right here. A bit closer. Right there, that's good. All right, can you hold that up for me? Just kind of come over top. Scoot over a little bit, Chan. Got a little bit of space. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do here, all right, is a little bit of hip mobility. This is a little bit different, all right? So I want you guys to be ready for this, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our right toe, all right, to our left knee, all right? We wanna point our back leg, all right, and we have both knees out in front. We're gonna keep really good posture here. And what we're gonna do is with those knees at the same place, we're gonna come up onto those knees and bringing those hips forward. But I don't want you guys to use your hands. What we're doing here is we're using our muscles to work through our hip mobility, all right, to make sure, okay, that those hips are moving smoothly, okay? So what I want to see is here, all right, arms are up in front. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to lean forward, bring those hips up and forward, all right, and reach all the way into it just like that, okay? So please take your time here, all right, and come down nice and slow, okay? We're going to do 3 times on that. Okay, you ready? And up, and all the way up and through, and back down nice and slow, and up, slow, hips all the way through, and back down. Again, make sure that toe is pointed right near your knee. Don't bring it out, okay? One more time, ready, and up. Yeah, we need a little bit more Chan in the picture. And back down. Now, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our heels in the exact same place. All right, what I want you to do is flex your toes up, not using your hands. All right, we're gonna bring those knees, all right, and flop them over to the other side. All right, so go ahead and flop over, so you're gonna be facing the other direction. Now again, I'm gonna turn real quick, Chan's gonna stay over there, all right? You're in the same position as you were before. Toe is near the knee, all right? We're just on the other side now, so now we're using the other hip. Go ahead, Chan, you're up at the back over there, all right? And we're coming up and through, and back down, nice and slow. Going again, up and through, and back down. Last one, ready, up and through, and back down. Fantastic. Now, what I want you to do is flop right back. So Chan's gonna show us from that angle. All right, he's gonna flop over, keep his knees close to him and his hands out of the way. All right, he's right back to the same position. So what you can do is you can flop back and forth, all right, and do 3 on each side. All right, but what I really want you to do is make sure you're getting a good amount of these hip flops as well. All right, these are great motions here. All right, so starting back to this position, what I want to do is get just a couple flops. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2. Okay, what I want to see is 6 flops total. All right, Chan, you ready? Going 6 total. Ready? Keeping those hands out of the way. Knees up, rotate around, and back down. Knees up, rotate around, and back down. Keeping a good posture. Up, rotate around, back down. Last one. Up, rotate around, and back down. Fantastic job, guys. Hey, guys, I want to just say, all right, fantastic job. Thank you guys so much, all right, for back down here, for joining us again here. All right, hopefully you guys learned a little bit of something about running form. That's what we really are here to try to help you guys get a good workout in, and make sure too that you athletes out there aren't getting stale. I know that you guys are on spring break right now. Happy spring break. Hopefully you guys are at least able to sleep in a little bit, but able to get up early enough to do our workouts. Just want to mention again, 1, we have those online workouts. We have an app, all right? So go check us out, TrueAP.com, all right, /free-online-workouts. All right, we're going to drop that in the comments, all right? And could you do that for me, Nick? Could you drop that in the comments? Or maybe Josh will do it for us, okay? Colin, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully you got a good workout. Yeah, even my friends are joining in and see if they can get faster even at their old age nowadays. All right. But guys, free online workouts, okay? We're also going to drop a link for the mobility cheat sheet. We're going to have a couple cheat sheets. And then the last thing is just making sure that you guys are here on Thursday. We're going to be working on some quickness and some change of direction. Huge for any sport, so please make sure that you guys tune in and get a great workout on those. We're going to be speeding up the feet, all right, and working on, I think, on a little bit of ACL injury prevention stuff. So we'll see what happens, all right? But I will see you guys on Thursday at noon. Make sure you share this to your friends because when you get back, you don't want your teammates to be slow. All right, so make sure they're getting in on this and check us out on our app, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
We'll see you Thursday.
Right? We will see you Thursday at noon. All right, have a great week.